Welcome back to Creative Bear Den. I'm your host Emma, and today we are going to be coloring in a coloring page. But I can't start unless I have my tea. This is my tea that I normally drink in the morning. It's a black dandelion root tea. It's very good for digestion, and it tastes like it has a very earthy taste, and I really have been enjoying that in my teas lately. I'm curious what y'all are drinking today. I am a tea drinker, always and forever, and I do occasionally like coffee, but it doesn't always like me back. So tea, we're gonna stick with tea. Alright, so let's push that off to the side here. My counter is like this, it's made of like this velvet stuff, so it just takes all the patterns in. And we are going to be using my colored pencils today. I've had these absolutely forever, and I'm excited to try using them again, because I haven't for a while. And as I reach over off to the side, we are going to be coloring in, here, I'll do this first, this new coloring page I created. I'm super excited to show you because I've been spending a long time on this, thinking over what I exactly want to do. And I am doing fall themed with these characters, bear and duck, which I hope to develop more as time goes on. But I'm going to start with coloring pages. And they are doing some fall activities. And today we're going to be coloring in the one of them picking apples. So I am going to be coloring this on top of a sketchbook because I think that the pencils will turn out better on top of them. And this is just on, like, I printed this out on a regular piece of A4 printer paper. It's very thin paper. But that's about all I have right now. So, yeah, so we're going to do it like this, which I'm super excited for. I also brought my pencil sharpener, which is really full right now, but these have not been used in years. And so half of them, actually, I mean, they look pretty fine, but they're probably going to need some sharpening as we go through today. All right, so I'm gonna take a sip of tea. We're gonna get into this coloring mood. This smell is already so great. I haven't had my tea yet this morning. It's like literally 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning. But it's really hot out. That's really good. We're gonna get straight into coloring so I can talk while I color and I don't and we can actually get through this today. So let me sit normally. Now I'm on a chair that likes to make a lot of noises, so if you hear a lot of air poofing, it's the chair, I swear. Wah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with the leaves just because those are probably gonna take a long portion of time. So let me pick out some green colors. So I could do some teals too. I think teals have been really, I never used to be super into teals. I used to hate them, but I think that's because they were kind of a trending color with browns and grays. And so I think I just started to despise them. But they've been coming back, and they've been like, I've been feeling better about them in general and using them. I just think they've gotten so pretty. I don't know. Maybe you just reach like a certain point in your life and you're like, yes, teal. But yeah, so this is a very grass green. I don't think I want that. So I think I got some greens here. I'm gonna just test them out on my paper up here, because I don't know if some of them are, like, those are the exact same color, like literally. Okay, that one's, I think these are these might be all the same. I might not have too many options, so we'll just make do with what we got. Yeah, I think those are like the same. Okay. That's pretty. I don't know, how about this together? Well, is the teal too much? That one's more blue. I could just go with regular greens. I don't have too many teals, so I'm afraid I'm not gonna have, I think I just used that one. I did. Many options when it comes to it. So I'm just gonna use the light and the dark, or I blend them all and hope that it looks somewhat okay. Yeah, I really don't have. It's a really dark green. Like, pretty. Also, we're gonna get some nice morning light in here. I'm hoping, like, I don't know, this might make this might make the quality of the video really bad, but it also might be aesthetically pleasing. Okay, I feel like this and this would be good together, and I don't hate this with this. So I think I'm gonna get rid of the, I don't know. Okay, because now I'm getting a different idea of what I want it to look like. Okay, let's ignore the teal. Let's ignore teal. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Let's just bring in this regular schmegular green. There. Okay, so we're gonna do these. I don't know, I might even keep this dark one out for now. I think there's so many ways I want to do this, but it's just gonna take me forever if I don't just start going. Because I have an idea. I kind of want it to, like, the background, because there's not much of a background, so I was thinking of doing, I'm already getting color everywhere, like a summer haze type dealio. So let's go with these. Okay, now we can start. I have so many thoughts that have been circulating. It is 8:30 in the morning, and I'm doing this so early because it is incredibly hot out. It's just way too hot for anything this summer. I don't know if I'm just getting, like, weak. But I really love, like, fall, and actually our spring here wasn't really that miserable either. I might regret these grains. But this summer, it's just so humid, and, like, our temperature is in the 90s, which I feel like it's never that terrible. Like, it might feel like 80s or 90s, but it's actually 70. But that's just because of the humidity. But it's like, right now it's 90, like, if it's like 80 something and it feels like 90. And it just is. It is truly awful. I'm just gonna maybe focus on one color at a time, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. It's probably gonna just be all over the place because it is 8:30 in the morning and I have zero plans. Or zero plan with this. I also have to make sure my camera keeps recording. That's an important thing we gotta do. So it's been incredibly hot, and I have barely gone outside this summer, and I think it's making me want to have it be fall so I can feel like I actually want to go outside and do something. I want to make plans, I want to go do things, but it's just way too hot unless I'm like at a beach, and I'm not going to a beach every day, every weekend. So it's like one of those years where you just like hunker down inside. You either go out early in the morning and then you hunker down for the middle of the day, and then at like 5, it's still too hot at 5, but like late at night is when you can get up and go do stuff again, which sucks because I have to get up so early for work. So so I feel like I'm just like trapped in my house. Also, this is that's not the color I wanted. This is absolutely falling apart, but I'm gonna use it until it breaks off because I think I'm going to be, some of these pencils I might be sharpening literally the entire time. I'm gonna have 0 pencil left. I did have Prismacolor pencils. I have no clue where they went. Absolutely 0 clue where they are in my vast art room of supplies. So we are gonna be winging a lot. See, I knew that was gonna happen. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna kind of off camera a little bit just because it is making my, oh gosh. I'm adding electric pencil sharpener to my list of art supplies I need. Okay, got that colored in. let's keep going. So yeah, so I'm excited for fall. I love going apple picking, like this coloring page here. Absolutely love it. And I love going to go buy pumpkins. I've recently been enjoying like kind of how do I say this? Pumpkins that are, they don't look like normal fun, weird pumpkins, like not the perfect jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that a lot of people buy to carve, just like the ones that have lumps and bumps and cool patterns and colors. They're very inspiring because they just come out however, and it's just like a pattern of nature. I don't know if you want to call it. And so I've absolutely been enjoying those. And we actually still have one outside. Yeah, usually the deer eat all our pumpkins. Oh, that's fantastic tea. I haven't tea this morning, so it's delicious. Usually all the deer eat our pumpkins. And so there's none left, but there's still one sitting next to our garage that's rotting. It doesn't stink. It's gotten past the point of stink. It's just there. And so hopefully it'll completely rot away here soon. I don't know, is that bad? I'm hoping that this audio is okay because the mic is kind of moving around as I color. So maybe I need to be more delicate with my coloring skills. So Yeah, so how's your summer going? Are you someone who enjoys the heat? I know some people really like the heat. Um, do you prefer fall or winter even? What kind of activities do you like to do during the summer and the fall? Are you more of like the haunted houses and um, that kind of stuff, or do you like to, or are you more into like just staying at home, warm drinks, beautiful colors, that kind of stuff? It's also interesting because I am in an area that we have lots of trees, and so we get a lot of color changing here. But I went on a trip to Glacier National Park, and there's just a lot of like desert parts of America, which I've taken trips out west before, but it doesn't really, I think, like you don't really think about it until you're older, and like, you know, for me as an artist, like trying to take in as many things as possible for inspiration. And so I'm kind of like, what does fall, like what in other places that don't have normal or a ton of leaves that change color, what does fall look like for you? Is it like, I have zero clue what it's like in the grassland area or desert type areas. What does fall look like? Is it basically, because I know weather changes based on where you are, so is it more just like stays hotter, longer? What are the changes that you see, if any at all? Because maybe there's absolutely none. But I feel like there's got to be something that changes. Yeah, so I'm super excited for fall. And I am also excited for creating more of these coloring pages. They're actually, I'm enjoying them. I just have to like sit down and focus. I have to like focus myself for a few hours in order to get them done. But I kind of have these characters that I'm hoping to continue on and kind of build a story for them. So this is Bear and this is Duck. And they're gonna have like a ton of fun adventures in these coloring pages and stuff. And I have a bigger idea and plan for them, which I'm not gonna share right now because I don't know how far it'll go, if it'll go very far. But I figured introduce them through these coloring pages because that's kind of what I can create right now is coloring pages. I don't have too much time to work too much on other projects, so I'm kind of have to like slow my roll. I tend to get like a crap ton of ideas in my head, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then I have zero time to do or work on any of it. And if I do, I'm like burnt to a crisp of brain waves and activities. So I have to literally put it down and toss it to the side, and maybe one day I'll be able to pick it up again. Maybe I won't, and it'll just sit there as an unfinished idea. So, but I really think starting with these as being coloring pages will help me continue to grow the idea in my head, but not put too much pressure on myself right away. So, because the last thing we want to do is pop. So, yeah. It's kind of fun being able to work on different ideas and not stay so... I'm kind of always moving with my art. I'm not very good at staying still or keeping with one style, I've noticed, which is something I try to fix. I'm always trying to fix that to see if I can, I don't know, I'm just not consistent with what I create, which is a little saddening to me because I don't think I don't have like, I guess you'd call it branding today, and I don't know how to promote myself exactly if I have so many different things that I want to do. So I'm currently in the process of trying to narrow it down a little bit. But I also have this idea of becoming like this master crafter and artist. Like, where I know so much that I could literally do anything. And I'm working on it. I've collected so many things lately that it could be possible if I had time to work on it. So, we'll see. We'll see where the future takes me. And what I end up deciding is important. I still absolutely, I love painting with acrylics. I'm just so, I think I'm at a point where either I need to get better at painting, so I might need to go to and learn some stuff from other painters that might help me grow, or I need to kind of shift my focus. So, because I feel like I'm at like a plateau. That's the right word. A plateau with my art of what I normally used to create. And every idea I have, I'm like, oh, this is great, wonderful, awesome, have an idea, and it kind of goes nowhere. Or I just don't have time to work on it. So I don't know, maybe that's like my main problem is having time to actually create and sit down and spend time with it. And then to also not feel pressured to have to film everything. I forgot to take a picture of this. Okay, I'll have to print another copy out. I do these color it in with me posts. Sorry, I'm in a little pain. Right now, my cat wanted me to pet him, and he likes to jump up on my shoulder, and he just stuck his claw in my back. And so it's really hurting. Like, absolutely hurting. Yeah, so kind of in some pain. Trying to get through it a little bit. Yeah, oh, look how the light's coming in. It's so pretty. Look at it in my, yeah, my tea isn't low enough. So good. So yeah, my shoulder hurts now. But, you know, you do need time to be able to create and fully think through what you're doing. And I actually think I'm doing a really great job with this. I'm actually talking while I'm recording. When I'm really focused on art, I have a really hard time, like, talking. So, going so far, so good. Although I'm only a couple leaves in. This is taking this is taking really long. I go faster. I think I'm thinking too much about where the colors are placed. The point is to look kind of scattered in the colors, so maybe I need to like go in and do kind of one color at a time. Maybe it'll make me just a tad bit faster. Not that this video needs to end super quick, but that way it's not 4 hours long. I've got other plans today, guys, that I've got to get to at some point. Yeah. So I'm curious what you, if you create, or if you just like coloring pages, that's also great too. But if you're an artist, what do you create? How's it going? Suffering with any creative, I like to call it the creative bug. Oh, hold on. The creative block bug. That's it. Because it's very annoying, like a bug. So I wonder if you've ever dealt with it, and maybe drop how you deal with it in the comments below. I've dealt with it in the past, kind of by either switching up what I create or how I create or my mindset on creating, and then also by taking long breaks, which is what I feel like I'm kind of doing now. Is I'm taking a long, maybe needed break from a lot of the art I do. So I've been painting since I was like 11 or 12 years old, is when I got like my first canvas, and I used watercolors, which I did not use very well, obviously, but I used watercolors on a canvas, and then I got into acrylic paints. So that's kind of how long I've been creating. And I'm gonna be 24, so that's 12 years, if I'm doing my math correctly. So 12 years of just like creating, and obviously, you know, within that, not everything is perfect. A lot of it's trial and error and stuff, and so a lot of it is not masterpieces, you know. So where do you kind of go from there as someone who likes to be creative all the time with no breaks? I don't even know, like, I think whenever I thought about either being done or quitting with art or just not wanting to do it anymore, I'm always wondering, what do I do with myself? What do I do with myself then? But I think the answer might be just go have experiences and see new things. Instead of like staying at home and trying to create, I need to go out and I need to explore. I need to find new inspiration, because maybe what's inspiring me now or had inspired me in the past is just not what is going to inspire me now. So I need to take my own advice here, I think. Unless you have better advice in the comments. So I'm still very young with lots to learn. So it is getting hot in this room, by the way. I feel the temperature rising. Cooking alive. Hey, but this is going well, right? It's coming along. Look at that. Beautiful. So this, I kind of feel like this style that I have here with the line art is a little different than kind of regular coloring pages. The reason why I did the tree like I did was because I started working with pyrography, which I believe is how you say it. I think I've heard people say it different ways. So who knows how the word is said? Nobody knows. Anyways. And I really got into line art for just a little while. And I kind of found my own way like this to color or to draw different objects and things like a tree in my own way that I feel like is unique to me. Maybe it's not. But I really enjoy kind of the open-endedness, which if this wasn't a coloring page, this tree would not have like connected lines. Here it'd just be open-ended if it was just like line art. But because it's a coloring page, I wanted to make sure it was fully colorable without being like, how do I stop here or whatever. So it's a little less confusing. At least that would confuse me probably if I bought someone's coloring page and maybe I didn't have, like, it's easy to just stop at the line that's provided. So, yeah. But I really did enjoy doing line art, but I love color so much, so gotta have a middle ground there, maybe. I don't know. My cat, if you hear her in the background, there she goes. She's meowing. She does this whenever she doesn't think anyone's home. Like when it's quiet enough, that's her play meow. And it's so hilarious because some days when we like go to work and we get outside and we're just standing there before we get in our cars and go, you can literally hear her through the walls meowing so much louder than she's meowing now. And it's just kind of crazy how loud she is. There you go. Oh. I'm gonna run out of tea before I get... Oh, there she is. Hi, Luna. Coming to say hi, girly? I'm gonna get through my tea before I get through this coloring page. Hi, girly. You saying hi? Yes, she's saying hi. Yes. You want to be in my lap? Because it's really hot in here. I feel like everything's shaking. Really hope the footage isn't super shaky. Because that would be terrible. And you guys will have to live through that shakiness. Beautiful. I know, I'm considering doing a montage of this because these leaves are taking such a long time. I still got a third of the tree left. It's only so fast, I guess I can go. Put this here. Meepers! Hold on, my cats. Come on, babies. Oi! Okay, I'm back. And the sun's coming through again. My cats are being a little too rough. Split them up for their own good. Bam! Look at that. Okay, I need to stick with the color again. I think that's helping getting done a little faster. I'm probably gonna be a little silent for a while because I want to continue to have words to say after I'm done with this tree part. Literally, like, probably majority of this video is gonna be coloring in this tree. You're welcome. It is very relaxed. Like, if you're sitting here, oh, you know what, we really, yeah. If you're just sitting here and just coloring by yourself, I think you get very relaxed in coloring this tree. Unless you don't like very precise and I forgot the word. I always forget the word I need. Just tasks that get tiresome after a while. If you don't like that, then you probably won't like this one. Oh well, maybe next time. Okay, let's start filling in another color. Do. It's kind of odd how sometimes you can get really into like the videos that like have nothing super hyper going in on them. Like they're not super like like, you know, like they're not trying to like stimulate your mind. How much you can really just focus on them and get into it, even though it's like not very stimulating things. It's like your brain is actually happy. I've been watching like this one person who plays games, and they were doing the video game where you literally are just, you're like a wizard and you're picking up books. And once I started watching it, I was like, okay, I can't stop watching it now. Like, I'm gonna finish this thing to the very end. Which I did. But actually, I'm not done yet. It's a lie. I'm gonna finish it probably tonight, maybe. But I don't know why. Like, things like that are not super stimulating, I just am enjoying a lot more than the things that are a little over the top. Which is why I think I've been enjoying like this kind of video. It's very chill. You can hang out and do something else if you don't want to color it in. At that moment, I have been kind of watching similar easy videos and working on like these coloring pages, because sometimes I want someone to talk, but I just don't want something where I have to pay a ton of attention to it. So simple videos like these are great for that. Fill in this bright green. Really hoping that this video turns out okay. So I don't really have like a set filming area quite completely together yet. So I kind of scramble to figure out where I'm gonna film, how I'm gonna film it. So I'm always hoping that the lighting's fine and that it'll work out somehow. So oh my goodness, we're almost done with the greenery in the tree. I haven't even colored in the apples. It'll be easy, right? Oh, that's a lot of, yeah. Let's do like this here. Boom. Okay, we're getting there. Fly out of my hands. Oh, it's kind of nice to see it all colored in like this. Okay, am I missing any? This guy. Let's color him in. There's a couple up here. here that I'm missing. Okay. Okay. They keep popping in the corner of my eye where they are. Okay. Okay. I think I got them all. Think I did. If I'm missing one, I'll find it later. Okay. Quick tea break. Okay. Oh, I can be done with these. I got grass. Hold on. Let me just. I got grass color later. I'm gonna put those off to the side. Okay. So now we gotta decide what we're gonna do next, which I think we just like completely finish the tree entirely before we go on to anything else. Because that way that's completely done. Okay. I am getting some more tea. I think my water's like, oh, this is a little hotter. So I'm just gonna fill that up a little bit. We'll get down to business. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Feel like adding in the apples would be nice, which I'm thinking of doing like apples and with yellow, red, and some sort of orange-ish peach, and doing like, oh, it's my phone. Oh, this has got two sides. And doing like red on the outside, and then we'll have like a highlight with the yellow, and then try to blend the peachy color, I think, with the red, like so. Either it's gonna turn out amazing or absolutely horrible. So we're gonna do it. Taking a risk here. Sharpen the colors just a little bit more. Okay. I feel like I need, oh! There goes my yellow. Okay. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay. This one doesn't need a lot. I'm running out of room to sharpen. Okay. How do I start? I might be making this a little more complex. Like, technically, I probably should just be coloring them red and calling it a day. But apparently, I just can't do that. Some red. Ooh, that red is so pretty. It's so vibrant. I don't think that's terrible. Like, that's not terrible, right? That's my stomach, if you can hear it. My stomach likes to make noises. Boom. Okay. think that's kind of pretty, actually. It doesn't all have to be the same. It could be slightly different. There we go. Put some red in there. Beautiful. Make sure I'm actually recording. I am actually recording. Boop. Okay. Peach color is working out very well because it's not too orange. It's just enough to be able to blend between the yellow and the red. I'm gonna use this color just as like a nice light color to show some light coming in, and I'm gonna really use this dark color to give it shadow. Oh, the sun's coming again. The birds are really pretty this morning. I can hear them everywhere. Really excited. I think I'm gonna try to go to a different apple orchard this year than I normally go to, just to kind of see what else is out there. You never know what you'll find when searching for new places. Just kind of want to see if I find anything else I like. And yeah, and then I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna get pumpkins this year. But that wasn't so bad. I think once I do the outside, it'll look a little better. There we go. Blend that together. Okay. I think I want the tree to be relatively darker brown with some lighter spots, probably here and there. I'm gonna like follow these lines at first. I do want it to kind of give it kind of a really rough texture, so I'm not gonna be too perfect, I think, about how I'm laying these colors down, because trees tend to be a little bit rougher. So if I don't care, I don't know if that's the right word, but if I relax while I'm doing this, then I should get kind of the texture that I want with the bark of the tree. Yeah. Table's shaking again. Everything's shaking. That's pretty. Basically, I finished up my tea. That's getting way too hot to continue drinking that. Although I probably will have a cup later in the day. We'll see. I tend to like drink hot drinks even when it's too hot out for them. Although I try not to drink hot drinks when I'm actually like out in the sun. It's more of like just an inside AC hobby. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty, I think. I like it. Give some texture. Okay, I'll go in with other colors. Get some more colors strewn throughout here. It'll really give it some texture. This one's falling apart too. It's coming together, guys. This part is not taking as long as this part. Definitely is. Okay, I have that there, but I think I need to add more different color here because otherwise it'll blend in too much and there won't be enough contrast between the two. So maybe a couple more darker spots around this. To be enough contrast there. There we go. Alright, continue coloring in. Wow. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I think I want to add a little bit of darkness just along this edge more. A little shading here and there. Blending these colors together. I'm curious how you would color this in. Would you use kind of like the typical colors I'm using? Would you completely go with something different? There's kind of a lot you can do here because I even have a couple other ideas in mind that I would maybe do with this, like the teal earlier. Stuck on the teal still. I don't know why. I feel like it could make it interesting. But I really love how this is going because of the apples. And then now this part, like it's turning out so nice, I think. Next, I think we're gonna work on like the backgrounds. Kind of get everything done before we get to the actual characters. I don't know, maybe I'm just like avoiding them in my own weird way. Like I'm just avoiding the characters. This will be my first time ever like coloring the characters in, but we'll get to them. They'll be like the surprise ending. Okay, so let's maybe start with the grass. I'm thinking this needs to be dark back here, and then we'll get some lighters. So I'm just gonna use the same green I used for the trees. I'm not gonna worry too much about layering the colors here. I think this being very one color will give more dimension to the overall drawing, like, hey, this is more in the back, this is more forward type stuff. So I'm gonna do this nice rich green. I'm not really choosing one way to color, I'm just coloring it in. Oh, I had to make sure I click record. You're gonna hear me say that a lot because my camera, it feels like it's fussy. And I'm always afraid I didn't click record. Okay, here's that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, why do I love this so much? Okay, I gotta remember, maybe this would be like this green, this richer green here, or grass green. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now I'm deciding. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same green for this section and then dark green. And then, I don't know, maybe dark green here, kind of give it some shadow in the forefront. I'm not using this green because I might shade the whole bottom, like grass, in with that. Because I think what I'm gonna do is like give it a haze, so I'll put like a light layer of yellow in the back, to act as like the sun and sky. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it turns out. I think these grasses could also look cool if you decided to do them as like a yellow, kind of a dry grass instead of like this fresh green grass. There we go. Getting it fully sharpened. If you do end up coloring this coloring page, please, I'd love it if you send it to us, like a picture to us. You can either email us or you tag us on our Instagram at Creative Bear Den. I would love to see what you came up with and how you colored this in. Even if it's the exact same as mine. that is totally fine too. I'd love to see it. Boom. Look at that. Okay, let's fill these in. Oh, I went over the line. Excuse me, I went over the line. It's okay. Just be a little mistake. Keep in our minds for the rest of our days, right? There you go. Okay, and I'm gonna do this in this darker color too. If you hear any like crackling or squeaking audio, we have this tree right outside my window, and its branches sit on the roof, and when the wind blows it scrapes against our roof. Desperately need to cut it a little bit back to prevent that, but for now that's how it's gonna be. It's coming alive, guys. It's coming alive. We got just a few more things to do. I'm going to do pumpkins, which I'm going to just do the typical orange pumpkin that we're used to. I'll try a couple orange just to be sure. That one's really... Just be sure I got the right orange, you know. You never know. You never know with oranges. Look at this one. That one is... Okay, I think the orange I picked is pretty good. It's not like too reddish. It's a nice in-between orange. Okay. So let's get... Do I want to make them two different oranges? Okay. I'm questioning my entire existence. Okay, my head's getting in frame. Okay, this one's a little darker than that one. Just like a smidge darker. So I think I'm going to do the darker one for the back pumpkin and the lighter one here. Or, no. Maybe the darker one front, lighter one back. Because this is already kind of dark, so that's... Or maybe I use both of them. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for it. We're not gonna think too much. It's just an orange pumpkin, right? It's not my entire life and my identity. And yeah, just it'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna add some of the lighter. You guys probably won't even be able to tell the difference between the oranges. I know my boyfriend wouldn't. He'd be like, "Oh, that's so nice. It's literally just orange. Just orange. There's not two oranges there. There's one orange. Technically." Okay, let's see. They are both just orange. There's not a slightly different name in the color. They must be from like two different, like they're two different like Crayola color pencil crap. Okay, I think this one's the lighter one. Okay. You can tell the difference, right? Like there was a reason I did this. Right? Right? Yeah. There was a reason. Because you can tell the difference. Using the light orange, guys. I swear. It's two different oranges here. Okay, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh gosh. Okay. It's fine. I'm deciding what I think I want to just use like this super, yeah, like that. That's perfect actually. It's a mute kind of green. Boom. And I got these. Doop, boop, boop, boop. Color them in slightly. Boom. How absolutely adorable. Oh. I still have apples on the ground. And all these apples. Okay. Hold up. We're gonna finish the apples. All these apples are just sitting here waiting for their turn. Honestly, if I didn't notice them just now, I might have forgot about them. Despite the fact that I also designed this. Could have finished these a long time ago. Okay, a little more red there. Blend it, blend in. Apples for days. Fresh apples from an apple orchard. With caramel. So good. I'm really wishing it's September. That one, this one, like, I don't like it as much. It sucks because it's the one that's closest to your face. Okay. Now for these ones, I'm not gonna be too like crazy. I'm just gonna, some of them I'm gonna kind of just color in with red a bit. It's kind of get it going. Get some peach in there. Boom. 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 See? That's not so hard. It's easy. Light work. Boom. Okay. Now let me just color in. I'm going to use the dark one, the dark brown, and color in these like so. Boom. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, my page is kind of doesn't want to stay flat. I'm loving this so far. It really, like, when you draw it out, you're like hoping it comes together, and it does with color. Like, it just completely comes together when you put color on it. And so it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, I'm thinking I stick with my browns for a second and I do this basket. And then maybe I move on to the bear and then I do the duck. So, let's get our browns. Oh, not that brown. This browns. Okay. I'm going to just keep like color consistency for like which colors browns I'm using and that kind of stuff just to make it, to simplify it, you know? Okay, this one's kind of breaking. I'm gonna just do every other one. As this one, and because I want that part to be a little lighter, I'm not gonna use the dark brown. I'm going to use the lighter brown. Sorry for that spillover of red. Had to happen. I'm a human. I make mistakes. Please forgive me. Okay. Now the dark brown. Now these go every which way, but I think the dark brown should go in these little pockets. It'll make it really stand out, I think. Okay. Beautiful. I think once the tree is like done, this goes way faster. Like you have, the tree is like the biggest part of this coloring page, which if you have like unlimited time and multiple days to work on this, then it's definitely not so daunting as trying to get it done in an hour. I'm taking a while. Just so that this video isn't absolutely horrendously long or anything. We don't got time for that. Okay, I'm gonna put that off to the side so I don't accidentally use it. I'm just gonna pick up one. Oh! Boom. Boom. I'm gonna do all these down and those ones across. Okay. Boom. Okay. Do these ones across. So cute. Boom. Okay, this part is really tiny, so I'm just gonna do this. Do that. And then we'll bring this color in a little bit on the sides. There we go. Look at that. It's all basket. Wow. Ooh. It's kind of pretty. It definitely helps to have the color on it. Okay, now we still have browns in our hands, so we should start coloring in the bear. Alright, so I don't know if I should just do one color. I don't know if I should. I don't know, maybe I should do one color because then it's not gonna look so much like this. And I think I need to go with the dark brown. That's what's calling me. This is the dark brown. This is the dark brown. Yeah. Okay, but also no. Let's see. Let me just. I'm just checking, guys. It's okay. That won't take absolutely forever. Is that different from this? Oh, it slightly is. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna use this one because it's a little lighter than the dark one, I think. He has got little sweaty lines. So I'm gonna use a blue and just slightly dab. There we go. A little bit of color in the sweaty lines. you know, keep things interesting. Okay. Blue has been dabbed on. So now we're just gonna color. We're just gonna color him in. See how this goes. This is like where you get to the point where like it's it's so nice where you wreck it somehow. Oh no. Okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. His little tail. All of this colored in. Okay. And then if you need any explanation, this is a leg right here. So I'm gonna color it. I'm gonna try coloring just a little lighter, just to give it a little dimension. Nothing too fancy. That's a leg too. Boom, boom. Okay, look at that. Leg done. Let's do this hand. We'll do this hand. Okay. Now on to his face. This is very important. Maybe the most important thing you'll ever do. I'll ever do in my life. And you'll ever do, because you're going to be coloring this in. It's just, I see it in your future. Boom, look at that. I've messed up maybe a little bit. You could say. Alright. His ear. Boom, look at him. Oh my gosh. Ah, so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna find a black and fill his nose in. If I have one. In here. Ah, aha. Just want his nose to be filled in. Boom. I don't know, maybe I should have made it pink. Now I'm second guessing myself. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. That's it. Okay. Alright. So now we have to figure out his sweater. Now, I did not give the sweater a pattern because I figured it would be like, then you could come up with something if you wanted a pattern, if you wanted a single color. Whatever it is, you can do. But because of that, I'm now falling flat in what I want to do. So maybe it's too much freedom. Is it too much freedom? Okay. I'm trying to think what would look nice with everything that we have going on here. And it's fall. I could try to do plaid. It's just a basic sweater though right now. Unless I add something onto it. I can make it look like there's a pumpkin on it. I can make it orange. I can make it red. I'm thinking something to do with red. I was thinking blue, but he already has the blue sweat, and I just don't. I think blue would be too cool for kind of how this is going. So I'm thinking red. I could do red and black and maybe some yellow and make it plaid. I don't know how well I'm gonna do on that though. But we want to do red, I think, because it should draw your eye, but maybe that's too bright. I think we need to do like a plaid. Okay, we're gonna attempt this. Plaid, hold on. Let me look up plaid. I need it just as a reference. Just as a reference. Plaid. Perfect. Okay. Plaid. We're attempting plaid. We're just gonna do, we're gonna do yellow, strips of yellow. Let's start with yellow since it's a light, easy color. You know, very easy. We're just gonna do this. Nothing's wrong here. Look at that, perfect. I am gonna bring in the peach as some sort of color in here, like so. We're gonna bring this color across. Maybe up here again. We're attempting it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm thinking, because you can have like a little bit of blue, I'm thinking of just doing a little bit of blue, just a tiny bit. It'll connect the blue color to something else. So we'll do that, and then we'll do some sort of line through here, and just do a line down here of blue. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna add in maybe some red, possibly, maybe. I'm gonna add just a little bit of this here again. Okay, let's add a little. Let's start doing some red, guys. Oh gosh, why is this so scary? Ha. I feel like the red blends in more with the peach on top of it. Okay. Ooh. I'm sticking to my chair, guys. Okay. We're gonna, you see that peach right there? We're gonna just add a line of red under it, across. Make it stand out. We're gonna do it under the blue. Some semblance of plaid, I feel like. Okay, now I feel like I could use like some more solid lines, maybe, like if I had a line like that. Oh gosh, that, like that. Okay, and then we could add a line like this through it, maybe up here, like so. We'll get the blue, maybe a little more strong through here, since we're building confidence. Maybe some more solid. Do that, and then we could do that with the blue. There we go. I want like a tinge of it somewhere up there. I don't think this is looking half bad, and I was actually thinking I was gonna need to bring in some black, but I think I like it like this. Okay, guys, we're getting somewhere. So let's add lines of yellow. Lines of yellow. Do it over here too. Okay. And what do? We add some peach to it. Lines of peach. Perfect. Get a little bit of blue in here. Okay. Okay. And we're gonna add some reds. Add some red through here. Just enough to give it the illusion that it's the same as the shirt. We don't need to be so specific. Go fill it in like that. Then we'll give it a couple. We'll give it a couple lines. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Fill in the blue a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Getting somewhere. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh my gosh. And then I'm thinking of doing blue for this part. Just to really bring it back. Oh my gosh. This turned out cute. Wow. Oh my goodness. I love it when something I make works out. Like this was like one of those things where I wasn't even confident in it in the first place. Not confident whatsoever. But look how cute it is now. Okay, I do see something I need to like fix a little bit on it. Okay, I'm really making this table shake right now. Okay, I just think I need to do like, because I made the red so vibrant there, I need to just maybe vibrant it up a little bit in a couple spots just to give it a similar vibe. There we go. And like the yellow could also be more vibrant. I definitely like the light yellow, but I made it so vibrant up here. I need to at least make it similar. So it doesn't look like there's white spots sticking out. There we go. It's so cute, guys. It's so cute. Actually pumped about this. Actually. Okay. Moving on to the duck. I almost called it a chicken. It's a duck. I'm going to use the same yellow I have been using. I'm going to sharpen it a little bit to see if I can. And the bow I think is going to be red. I think that'll be a good color for it. And he's going to be yellow. His legs are going to maybe be peach color. He's going to be simple, which is nice. It's a good ending note, simplicity in the end. Get some of that color off of it. All right, home stretch. Oh, this is yellow's got like greens on it. Okay. Home stretch, ignore the green. Well, I'm still gonna do the background, but this is basically home stretch. Especially if you're not gonna do the background. Look at him. I'm not really caring too much if it looks like patchy too much because he's got feathers, you know. So it's gonna cling to the light and go in every which way. So, and the yellow is just so nice to like really bring forth in this. Bring out. Little duck hands. Boom. Duck butt. Accidentally carved into the page a little bit right there. With this, it's kind of getting dull. It's getting to that point. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna use the peach color first and maybe use the deeper purple or purples, oranges if I need to. Okay, I'm gonna use this for his little beak and his legs. I do think I'm gonna make it a little bit more pigmented with the orange, the lighter orange, by the way. This one. Just because I think it needs just a little bit more color to it. Boom. Look at that. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to color in his red little bow tie here. Sharper pencil. I'm just going to color in his mouth. Just a little red too. And then his bow tie. Oh, look how cute. It's all coming together. Hi. Cute. Okay, Okay, now you see this line right here? That's not an accident. That is the thing he's standing on. Literally, I have it all drawn out. I can show my sketches so you can see. Okay, that's how it goes. That's just what he's standing on. I could have gotten rid of it, but I don't know, I left it. Let me know if you like that or not. If you don't, I can always think about that when I'm designing my next design. Okay, now what I'm thinking is, look how beautiful this looks first. Okay, first let's just hope I don't ruin it with what I'm about to do next. I want to put like kind of a hazy background. So I was gonna use some sort of yellow. Let's see if I can find one that will look how I kind of want it. That's too peach. I don't know. I might have to just be very light about it and hope I don't feel like I made the wrong choice. I think this yellow, because it's kind of got like a goldish, and if I'm just really light, I think it will do what I want it to do. And then this green, the one I used in the trees, that's kind of more of a muted, I'm going to use for the grass. And it's literally going to be the lightest touch ever, but it's going to add just a little background. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to be so light. There might be white spots in between it. That's okay. And I'm going to try to get in between here just by brushing over it lightly. And I'm really hoping I'm not going to fail. So let's just start with the yellow. Just simple strokes like this. And then we'll kind of go into this a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, just to give it a bit of a nice afternoon sun haze in the sky. Thinking if you're a little bit more like you want more to it, you can always add something more to the background, like more trees or whatever. I am literally just gonna do the lightest background ever. Yeah. I hate this, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not like this is a masterpiece and it's gonna go up in a museum somewhere. Lower our standards here. Okay, we're getting to it. We're gonna be light, feathery light, blah 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 blah. Okay. Boom. Kind of getting in there. Boom, boom. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the green. Just very lightly. And put this in. This one's a darker color, so it's a bit harder to like put over stuff. Just gonna be light and feathery. I don't even know if that's a word. Feathery. Feathery. Color this in. Okay. I'm going for grass vibes, okay? I'm just gonna kind of make it blend into the yellow a little bit. Wowza. Okay, I'm gonna make the yellow kind of come down a little bit more. Just slightly. Kind of getting those crevices. Okay. Bringing this color again. I'm gonna make it just a little bit more pronounced. kind of gotten over. Once I get over my fear, I kind of just go for it. I'm like, oh wow. It is what it is now. It's not like I can change it, right? Okay. Boom. Yay? Nay? I don't know. The grasses, I'm iffy on the grass. I'm iffy on what I did. But I like the sun. So we're going to call it good. It's fine. It works. You know. That kind of stuff. So, I think my leg's falling asleep now because I've been sitting oddly. And this is my chair. Lily crinking back and forth. I'm like boxed into a corner over here. But this has been such a great time. I have absolutely enjoyed coloring this in, and I think it's just made me want to create more coloring pages, especially ones that are more intent to be coloring pages. So I'd be interested to know what you think down below, if there's anything I can improve on or different topics you'd like me to draw, because right now I have this whole bear and duck thing in my head, but I could probably do a couple other coloring pages. So if you want something specific, please comment that down below. Along with anything maybe I could improve, or if you tried coloring it and that you didn't like about it, because I can always improve the design that I have now and for my future designs as well. And then if you do color this in, which I would absolutely love it if you colored this in, please tag us on Instagram or email it to us. I'd love to see your creation with this and the colors you use, and there's just so many things, different ways you can color it in. I can already see so many futures. Now, I'm so excited, so happy to share this with you. Please don't forget to go check it out at creativebearden.com. That would be amazing. For now, I am going to actually probably go print off another one of these and give it to my friend who I'm meeting at a cafe so we can draw and color and all that kind of crazy stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification button so you don't miss our next upload. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.